All right, what is up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. So today, I do apologize. It's not gonna be a lot of content. It's gonna be me talking, but I wasn't gonna post today, but I really want to share this information because that's what my channel is about. Today is Tuesday. This video is gonna drop. I post next day, so it's Wednesday when you see this. But I worked this weekend. My plan was to take Monday and Tuesday off. Monday, I ended up working. I'll tell you about that a little bit later. Today, I was supposed to be off. I do have a meeting with my accountant. I'm preparing for my taxes, my business taxes for next year. I did hire an accountant. I have a meeting with them today at 1 o'clock, so I didn't really have a lot of time this morning. But my guy Steve, he got me a job yesterday and today. You guys already know about him. He's got the truck with the lift gate, so we could do refrigerators like nothing now. So anyways, that's what I'm waiting on right now. I'm about to go pick up a refrigerator with Steve and then head back home. I just want to share a couple things real quick. So the first thing is I came across this article. So I do a lot of research. I like to do my own research. So I came across this article about this UPS driver. He's been with UPS for 21 years. And he started off in the warehouse. If I'm not mistaken, if you're when you start with UPS, you have to start in the warehouse. You have to work your way up to be a driver. And so he was making $9.50 an hour, and he stayed with the company for 21 years, and he's now making $100,000 a year. And it was just very interesting because, you know, this person, I have nothing but respect for him. That's great that they stuck with the company. He said the maximum payment is $44 an hour. That's the most that you can make as a driver. That's what he said. I don't know if that's true, but I'm just saying what the article said. So I'm not good at, I can't do the math that fast. Some of y'all some really good at math, so maybe somebody could let us know. But if you make $44 an hour, how many hours a day would you have to work to make $100,000? So that's my question. I don't know. I don't feel like doing the math, but I'm sure somebody can figure that out. But what it made me think about is that's awesome that this person's been with this company for 21 years and they're making $100,000 a year. I don't know how many hours a day they work. I don't know how many days a week they work, but nothing but respect. The one thing that I really thought about was, one, they're working for a company. So that's a company that can literally lay you off. They don't care if you have 21 years. They can let you go at any point in time. That's scary to me. And then secondly, the time it takes to make that amount of money, to work your way up to that type of pay. I mean, I'm sure it takes almost 20 years. I'm assuming. I don't know. I never worked for UPS, but it's going to take a long time to get your earnings up that high. So the point I'm making is the industry that I'm in, and this is one of the reasons I chose to do this type of work, is you don't need a degree. You don't need any special license, you know, non-CDL. Startup cost, LLC, $300. And the type of money that this driver is making, that took him almost 21 years to make, you can literally do that in this business way faster. It's up to you. You can do that in way less time, and I'm talking about probably less than 5 years. It all depends on you, but like, that's what I thought about. Like, wow, like, you know, there's a chance that I'm sure there's people out there right now that make $100,000 and they haven't been in business for 21 years. But it's possible, and that's what I love about this type of work. I can make that kind of money really fast. You know, and it's just totally up to you. So anyway, I just want to bring that up, man, because you know, company workers, you know, you could go that route, but that's something that I will never ever do again in my entire life. I will always work for myself from here on out, because I will not get laid off. I will not miss any of important events that I need to go to involving, you know, my family. I can take vacation whenever I want. I have complete control of my schedule. I have control of my retirement, all my money. Like, I like having control of everything. So they have control of you and your pay. So he made $44 an hour. That's the maximum that he's gonna make. I can make $100 an hour. You know, I can make $80 an hour. It fluctuates, but I mean, there's no cap. So I just wanted to point that out, man. I thought that was an interesting article. The second thing is, on that same subject, I used to work for Sleep Number. I told you guys that, and I made $20 an hour doing hard labor. I have a buddy, and he's cool with me sharing this. I'm not gonna say his name or nothing like that, but he was let go. So actually, before I left the company, like right after I left the company, one of my buddies got laid off, and my buddy that I'm talking about right now, different guy. He's been with the company. It's been I think I've been gone almost a year. He just got laid off, and they let him go, and because they're trying to save money, apparently. I don't know if the company's in trouble or what, but they have been letting a lot of people go. Our big boss, I'm not gonna say his name, but he was very high ranking. Over 20 years, they let him go. Like, that's what you have to deal with when you work for a company. So that's just something to think about. It's more motivation to do your own thing. I have nothing against anybody that works a 9-to-5 or works for a company. There's definitely benefits to that, but once you get a taste of this right here, I'll never go back. I promise you. I will be mowing somebody's lawn. I'll have a full-blown lawn service the day that everything crashes and I can't find work. I'll be mowing some lawns. I'm gonna find a way to make money, but I will do it on my terms. I'll never go back to the company life. So I'm working extra hard because my buddy was reaching out to me, hoping and praying that I got my business off the ground. You know, he understands it takes time. He might be my very first employee. I don't know, but I'm working like extra hard now. I really want to get my website out and get him some work. So I did add him as a Dolly helper, so you might see him helping me on some Dollies. The last thing is retirement. So I talked about retirement. I did a video on it. If you haven't seen it, you can watch it. I'm not going to explain it or anything like that, but I share a lot of information with you guys that I don't have to. I really don't have to. I share my earnings. I share my income. I share pretty much everything that I'm doing, and that's what the channel is about. It's really, you know, me sharing my journey and hopefully helping someone, but I do not have any obligations, and that's something that I might be changing, the way I show things on my channel. I don't have any obligation to share my income, to share anything, but I do have an obligation to be honest, and that's what I am. That's why I show screenshots of my pay. I don't like to just put, you know, how much I made. I like to actually show you so you can see it. And keeping the channel honest. Like, if I make $75, I'm not afraid to show you that. If I make $300, I'm going to show you. Like, I'm going to show you real life earnings. So anyways, I'm going to share this. I'm not going to say too much because like I said, a lot of information is kind of personal, but I don't mind sharing this because this is going to help somebody. So I wish I knew this information when I was younger, in my 20s, early 20s. I'd probably already been retired right now if I knew this. So it's never too late. I'm just going to share 2 screenshots of my account. I am invested. I control my retirement now. I don't have my company retirement. I transferred it into Charles Schwab. That's the company. That's the broker company I use. And I'm just trying to show you that creating passive income for yourself is a priority in this type of work, because work's not guaranteed. You want to build passive income as fast as you can so that when tough days come, you still have money coming in. So I am trying to prepare for retirement. It's going to take a while, but I'm motivated and I'm doing what I need to do to get there. So I just want to show you. So for this year, this is I have several investments, and I am invested in dividend paying stocks. I explained that in this video. If you haven't seen it, watch it. I'm not going to go over it, but it's a way to invest in real estate without actually having to buy property. It's guaranteed money. So 90% of their profits, they have to pay the shareholders. So anyways, not going to go into all that. That's what I'm invested in. That's one of the best ways to get passive income. And my earnings, my dividends, so far, I've for this year, is $5,769. With interest, it comes to $5,770. Between now and the end of the year, my total dividend earnings will be $6,080. So I get paid monthly. So these stocks pay me monthly. So that's $6,000 per year. So my goal is to get it to $12,000 a year, and then from $12,000 to $24,000 a year. So if I get it to $12,000 a year, that's $1,000 a month that I would get paid. Minus tax, there is a 10% tax when you withdraw the money. One of the stocks that I use is called AGNC. And since I reinvest, meaning that the money that I earned, so I earned my last payment, which was on November 10th. I get a payment every month. I would have got $220 minus 10% tax. Instead of taking that money, having them transfer that money into my account, I reinvest. So I buy more stock with that money. So the stock price is $8.33. So I was able to buy 26 more stock. So it reinvests for me automatically. So it buys more stock, so that the payment is going to keep growing. That $220 is going to increase over time. I can also put money into my account. So the maximum is $6,000 a year, but I can, it's growing automatically, and then you can help it grow by adding more money to it. So it's just a way to try to speed up the process of retirement. So anyway, enough on that. This intro's too long, but I really wanted to get that information out because it's very important. I don't see a lot of people talking about retirement. That's definitely part of the business, and you definitely want to prepare for, I don't know anyone that wants to work their entire life. Some people do. I personally don't. I do want to stop one day. So you got to find a way to have some type of income. So that's just another passive income that I'm trying to build for myself. So anyways, enough on that. Let's go get this Dolly order. It's a Dolly order, and I have something to share with you about Dolly again that happened to me on Monday. All right, y'all, all done with that order. Definitely worth it. You know how much we made delivering that refrigerator? Steve got the lift gate. Too easy. $128, y'all. $128 just to deliver that refrigerator. Too easy. Bro, I'm lying like a mug. This is why being honest and showing y'all screenshots of my actual pay is very important to me. So I actually learned from Pat Gigtainment that technically shouldn't be showing screenshots of our pay. Apparently, I never heard that, but that might be true. I like to do it because, like I said, I keep it straight up with y'all. I'm not gonna hide nothing. My real pay, everything. So I continue to do it unless I hear otherwise from someone. But I don't show the customer's name, and I'm just gonna start blocking out the. I'm gonna block out the like the order numbers and stuff. But shouldn't be an issue just showing you the actual screenshot of my pay. You know how much I got paid for that order? $28. $28. And we got hustled by Dolly. We got straight up hustled. So I'm gonna tell you why we made $28 on that. I just want to share my experience with Dolly again. This is my last time talking about Dolly. I have to say this. Before I say this, I don't want to be negative all the time. I do have to say this before I share this story. And I'm in a hurry because I have an appointment with my accountant in 40 minutes. So I'm trying to hurry up to get home. So I actually appreciate Dolly for 3 reasons. One, they're in my market. So I do have to appreciate that. They're not in everyone's market. There's people on my channel that wish they could work Dolly. They wish it was in their area. So I do have to appreciate that. Second thing, they pay twice a week. So not all the gig companies pay twice a week. Some of them are once a week. Some of them are every 5 to 7 days. Majority of them are once a week. Dolly is one of the few that I know that pays twice a week. Tuesdays and Fridays, you get paid. I like that. It goes straight to your PayPal account. I've never had an issue not getting my money. I've had issues with them taking money, but not giving me money. And the third thing is Dolly is consistent. There is a consistent flow of work that comes out every single day. I do have to appreciate that. So, you know, as much as I can't stand these gig companies, that's what you sign up for, to deal with the headache, but they give you easy access to money. So it's right at the palm of your hand. My phone, it's in the palm of my hand. Yes, I'll do it. No, I won't do it. That's it. That's all you have to do. They did all the work. They got the customers, they got the contracts, you know, they got the app that makes it possible for you to just accept and decline. You do have to appreciate that. So I know the pay is something that everyone complains about. I'm over that. I kind of understand how it works now, especially being able to speak to someone that actually deals firsthand with that on the dispatching side. I will never hate on somebody for whatever order they do. I will not hate on them. They can do it for what. There's a guy, I'm not gonna say who it is. There's a guy in my market. I have no issues with him at all, but this guy will do any order for any amount. That's just how he is. He's in the business of making money, and he sees value in every single load. I can't hate on him for that. So he'll do that refrigerator for $10, $20. You know, like he'll do all those. There's people like that. So the orders are going to get done, regardless of how low they put them out. They're going to get done. So there's nothing I can do about that. I can't hate on them. So I'm over that. So anyways, I just wanted to share that because, like I said, I've been getting on Dolly a lot. I'm just sharing my real life experiences and how I really feel. But I do appreciate the app. I can't complain when, you know, money's at the palm of my hand. So I just want to say that before I go into the negative part. So this is my last time talking about Dolly. I'm tired of talking about them. But this experience, actually, it wasn't even directed toward me. It was, I witnessed customer support doing what they do, and I was shocked to see what I saw. So I'm gonna try to make the long story short. So Monday, I was not planning on working at all. My guy Steve got a lift gate, and I told him, I said, look, man, I normally don't do refrigerators, mainly because the loading and unloading. Usually the load is easy because Best Buy will load it for you, but unloading it off a pickup truck, it's not very easy. So, and everyone doesn't have a refrigerator dolly, the big large appliance dolly. So he has all that. So I'm like, man, you got the lift gate. I'm like, any refrigerator that you get, send it to me. I'll help you with it. No problem doing that. So Monday, I'm supposed to be off. I'm in my office working on my website, and he sends me a job. I don't remember the exact pay. I'll put it all on the screen, but it was like $50-something. I'm like, you know what? I'll do it. I ain't doing nothing else. I'm thinking like it's gonna take less than an hour. I'll be back home in probably about an hour. So I'm like, cool. Best Buy not far from me. I go. We get there. We load up the fridge. Now my guy, the manager at Best Buy, man, you guys told me his name. I cannot think of his name right now. Everybody knows him. Awesome dude. I love that dude, man. He's very much supportive of the drivers, of us. He seems to be a excellent supervisor. I don't think anyone there that works there doesn't like him or anything. I see how he interacts with the employees. Awesome dude. I would do anything I can to help him if he asks for my help. That's how much respect I have for him. He's helped me before with Dolly. Nothing but respect for him. So I'm not thinking about Dolly. I know that's the platform we use. I'm thinking about Best Buy. I like Best Buy. I like the employees there. I like the manager. I'm thinking about them when we make these decisions. So he's like, look, I got this refrigerator that we put out yesterday, the day before, and nobody has accepted it. And it needs to go. Like, we got to get this to the customer. So somebody on my channel was saying that orders don't get canceled if nobody accepts it. They do. If nobody accepts it, they get canceled. I mean, so there's no guarantee. So as us working with Dolly, they don't guarantee work for you, nor do they guarantee delivery, because we're independent contractors. We pick and choose what we want to do. So the customer has no rights. If the order, I mean, eventually the order will get delivered because somebody's going to do it, But if it does not get picked up that day, it just goes out the next day, or for later on that day or whatever. So anyways, nobody picked it up. It was supposed to be delivered 11 o'clock the day before. So he asked me and Steve, we're there. We already got one refrigerator loaded. He's got a pickup truck with the lift gate. We could fit another refrigerator on there. So he asked us, are you guys willing to take this refrigerator for this customer? Been waiting on it. And of course, we don't know the pay until they send it to us. So, I mean, at first we're thinking, nah, I'm not doing it. Like, I need to know what the pay is. But me and Steve both thinking the same. Like, you know what? We gotta look out for the customer, man. Like, I'm a business owner. I need customers to make money, and I'm always gonna have that attitude, regardless of who I'm working with, regardless of how Dolly treats them. I'm gonna look out for the customer every time, because I put myself in their shoes. If that was me, I would love for 2 guys to volunteer to bring my refrigerator, even if the pay is not the best, whatever. That's just how I am. So me and Steve mutually agree, yep, we'll add that. So he gets on the phone and he calls Dolly. They go through the same process we do. So he's calling from as the store. He's calling from the store side, not a driver. And I'm listening to the conversation, and I'm trying to shorten this as much as I can. He said, so the person that he's speaking to, for one, he's having difficulty understanding them. Not gonna get into that. Very difficult to understand. He explains it perfect. He's like, look, I got this Dolly from yesterday. We put it out, nobody's accepted it. We need it to go. And he's like, I got 2 helpers here. I know both of them. 2 helpers here. They're willing to take it. You know, they have a Dolly right now. They're willing to add it. Can you add them to this order so they can deliver it? And long story short, the person on the other line basically refuses to do that. And I don't know for sure, but Steve is assuming that Steve might be on their list. They might have a list of people that they don't like or don't want to help too much. Steve might be on that list, and I might be on that list too, because I definitely will call them and complain about whatever I need to. So I might be on that list. I don't know, but I feel like that person that was helping them was familiar with us and refused to do it. We had to give them our names, and that person refused to give us that order. So the manager is up to here. He's so pissed off. I could tell. He was on the phone for like 15-20 minutes, and basically the person was telling him that no, we have to put it out so everyone can have a chance to get it. And he's like, I told him, I said, hey, I went through the same thing. He's like, do you not hear what I said? Nobody accepted this order yesterday. So what makes you think somebody gonna accept it today? He's like, I got 2 guys standing right here ready to load it up. It's on their Dolly. Can you please assign it to them so I can get rid of this refrigerator? I don't want to put it out and wait for somebody to accept it. You might be in the same boat as yesterday. Nope, can't do it. So, long story short, I was shocked to know that they treat them Best Buy like that. It was crazy to see that, to witness that. So my guy hangs up. He's upset, and Steve like, look, call back and hope you get somebody else, because you know it depends on who picks up the phone. So he's like, all right, yeah, man, I'm kind of desperate. Let me try again. So he calls again. He's on hold for like 15 minutes. So this is like almost an hour that went by now. He gets a hold of another person. That person within 2 minutes he explained the same situation, same story. That person asked for our names. We gave our names. That person added us. Boop, boop, right on our phone. Both the new order on our phone. Cool. We loaded up. So he's in a crunch, right? So he has another order, which is the one we just did today. And he's like, I have another one tomorrow. If you guys don't mind, taking this one. And I was like, well, I ain't got nothing planned. It's up to you. So Steve's like, yeah, I could do it. So it's 11 o'clock pickup, right when the store opens. So we're like, okay, cool, no problem, we'll do it. That's the one we did today. So again, I'm thinking about Best Buy, the manager. We like him. We're gonna do whatever we can to help him. He bends over backwards for us. We're gonna do the same. So back to the deliveries, right? We got the 2 refrigerators. We take the 2 refrigerators. We go to the first stop. Get to the first stop. We unload it, deliver it, and the guy's like, oh, I have a haul away too. I was like, you got to be joking me. There's no haul away on our order. So again, I'm like, Steve, we got a lift gate, you know. So we ended up taking the haul away. We could not confirm if he had one or not. So the customer was on the phone for like, and I'm like skipping a lot of stuff, so I'm trying to speed this up. The customer's on the phone. He could not get a hold of anybody from Best Buy to confirm his haul away. So we ended up taking it anyways. The customer gave us a $20 tip for our hassle. So we both ended up making like 70 something dollars. I think it was $77 or something like that. So on that order. So, but we was customer service. We ended up taking it anyways. Like, if it wasn't for the lift gate, we probably wouldn't have did it. So do that one. We got the second. Now we got a haul away and the other delivery we just added that took forever to add, an hour to add. We run that to the house. It was a long distance drive. Definitely wasn't worth the pay. We get to the house. The refrigerator's too big. It does not fit through the door. And the person there is elderly and doesn't know how to remove the door, and we're not gonna remove it because we're not supposed to. So it took like 30 minutes to figure out what the heck we're gonna do with this refrigerator. So we ended up putting it in their garage. We had to deliver it into the garage. Then the app's not working. We can't close it out. So it was just a mess. The main point of my story of this experience is that Dolly support, it needs to improve like ASAP. I know a lot of people have told me to try to work with them directly, like try to work with Best Buy directly, you know, so you don't have to go through Dolly. Believe me, that is something that they would love to do. They have to deal with the same headaches that we deal with, that the drivers deal with. And we asked about that, and according to the information I received, the person in charge of Best Buy, they have there's a corporate credit card contract, all kind of, you know, it comes from higher up. It's a corporate thing. Dolly is operating through their corporate, so it's not like something that you could just, you know, the payment is going to be the issue. Paying, how to pay us. That's why we can't work directly with them. There's a lot of corporate credit cards and bank accounts that are set up, and it just won't work. They can't do it, and it's above their heads. It comes from way up top, and the people all the way up top, I don't think they know what's going on. They don't know what we're dealing with. So that's something that we kind of talked to the manager about. We was like, you know, y'all got to send that up the chain of command. They need to understand what's going on. And also the other point is, it is a customer. That's who's suffering. And Dolly is causing the suffering. It's so easy to take care of a customer when you got two guys that's legally able to work for Dolly, being cleared. They're right there. How hard is it to just assign them the order? It's just like, are you thinking about the customer at all? Like, it just, nope, we got rules. Nope, can't do it. I don't understand. So anyways, I know that was a super long story, but I just wanted to share it because it just kind of really, I was really shocked to see the treatment that he received from Dolly support. It's not just us. It was bad. And that needs to improve like ASAP. So it's not my company. I just partner with them to get work. So I already know how I'm gonna deal with issues now. I have a new game plan to deal with issues. But yeah, man, I just wanted to share that. I was like, man, I was blown away. I could not believe what happened. Video's long enough. I talked enough. For now, I'm about to head home. I got this meeting with the accountant, and I will catch y'all on the next one.